A whole lot of people who wish they had learned to play a musical instrument. And there are others who can play, but wish they could play it really well.
Then there are those who do play really well. And 207's Don Kerrigan is here with the story of one teenager who has managed to be one of them. Hey, Don.
Yeah, hi, Sam and Rob. This is fun. This is about a young man from Cape Elizabeth who plays at least 4 instruments, some very different ones in that, but has become so good on the guitar in a short time that he's getting the attention of some players old enough to be his grandfather. Jack Marston can play a guitar the way most of us can only dream of, like on this tune called Black Mountain Rag. Jack is just 14.
That one took me a while to learn. That was one of my first bluegrass songs. I really, okay, I got this.
I'd say you do. Music must run through his veins.
I also really liked Tennessee Stud.
Jack plays jazz guitar at Cape Elizabeth High School, where he also plays sax in the school band. Jazz and bluegrass, he says, are his favorites. But on St. Patrick's Day, he and a friend even took their instruments to play a little Irish music in downtown Portland. What is it about this instrument that you like?
Really about it is just all my favorite songs have guitar, like clear guitar parts, and that I can't play on piano, really.
Easier to carry around, too, which is handy.
Hi, my name is Jack Marston, and I'll be playing Blackberry Blossom in the key of A.
Because Jack decided to enter the teen guitar competition put on by the Maine Country Music Hall of Fame.
Mighty impressive, mighty fine, that is, mighty fine.
And to say the least, he got the judges' attention.
Holy cow. Difficult song at best. He's a brave boy to play a song that difficult.
Yes, he is.
14.
Ken Brooks, Joe Kennedy, and Paul Maine have all been country music performers for more than 50 years, and they liked what they heard.
Yeah, it was a very difficult piece for an accomplished guitar player and for a 14-year-old child to be able to master that as well as he did. It's an exceptional piece of work.
Jack told us he liked bluegrass music from an early age.
It feels like real instruments, organic sound that I think music is lacking a lot of these days.
And that is music to the ears of these judges at the Country Hall of Fame.
Well, it's in our statement of purpose. We have to educate and get young people involved and appreciate country music and its history.
We want to encourage young people to pursue their career in music. It doesn't necessarily have to be country music, but to feed their talent, to learn and to progress and have music in their heart.
Jack decided to audition just because.
I hope to win, but that wasn't really my main goal, I guess. I just wanted to have fun with it and try something new.
What happened, as you've likely guessed, is that there were 7 entries and Jack won. You heard that first one. Were you instantly impressed?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was, I guess, particularly because that first one he played was Blackberry Blossom, which does move right along. And I played that song. I learned that song many years ago, and I know it's not an easy one to play.
And that little fellow was all over that guitar, knowing the fretboard very, very well, was very comfortable with it.
When you got the call from the judges, what did you think?
Well, I was sitting on this couch, just playing video games in the morning, and I just got the call. I was like, what? And my mom and sister overheard me, I think, and they were right here. And then my dad had just left for work, and so I called him immediately after, and all my grandparents were going crazy and stuff.
Jack's father, Pete, is a musician himself and plays keyboard in 2 bands. He says Jack has already gone past him on guitar. Dad will be in the audience when Jack gets his award at the Hall of Fame's annual celebration. but Jack will be on stage, playing with at least one of the judges and the backup band. But do you have any thoughts about where you'd like to go with music?
Well, I think for the most part I would like to do something with music, whether it be guitar or even saxophone, whether it be bluegrass or jazz, whether it be like production or like sound engineering, like all that stuff is just really cool to me, and I would like to be surrounded by it.
His career in music may be just hitting its first notes. Pretty good. Jack's prize for winning the teen guitar competition at the Country Music Hall of Fame is a brand new Martin guitar. Not a bad prize in the music world. He will get a chance to be playing it on stage Sunday at the Hall of Fame's annual induction concert, where they bring in their latest members of the Hall and introduce Jack at his prize, and he'll be playing a little bit solo, playing with some of the others there, including Ken Brooks, we think. It is open to the public Sunday afternoon at the Silver Spur in Mechanic Falls.
I was struck by the wisdom of his remark about how he likes the organic sound.
Yep.
Yes.
Of the guitar.
Yes. Yeah, so he likes that. He likes bluegrass, he likes jazz. Yeah. Both of them very instrument-centered music. So, and he does play some rock and roll, he says, so he's got that going too. This summer, he's been invited to attend a class at the Berklee School of Music for jazz.
That's impressive.
Not bad.
And he plays the sax.
Yes, and the drums and the piano.
Amazing.
Actually, the distribution of talent was really not fair, which explains some of us who can't do a thing.
Understood.
Thank you, Don.